Welcome to my ultimate desk setup for 2025. So whether you're working, gaming, or creating content, having a functional and aesthetic workspace makes all the difference. Now today, I'll break down everything from my setup, from the adjustable sit-stand desk to the ultra-wide curved monitor, custom PC, the audio gear, smart lighting, and personal touches that makes the space unique. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. Now first up, the foundation of the setup, my Desky dual hardwood sit-stand desk paired with my Desky Vanguard gaming chair for the ultimate ergonomics. So I did reach out to Desky, let them know what I was planning on doing as far as just revamping my workspace, and they agreed to send a couple products over at discounted prices. So big shout out to Desky for providing some of the materials for this makeover. The Desky dual hardwood sit-stand desk measures 80 by 30 inches and it has the walnut finish. So one of the main reasons I wanted to update my setup is just because I needed a larger desk, and with the size of this 80 by 30 inches, this was plenty of space, and I'm very happy with the additional space. The desk has a premium walnut hardwood surface. The deep walnut finish gives the desk an elegant and high-end feel while being scratch resistant and highly durable. As far as the sit-stand functionality, the dual motor adjustment system allows seamless height changes with a whisper of the motor. This thing is extremely quiet. On the control panel, you have 4 memory presets, so I can switch between the ideal sit-stand position with the simple press of one button. As far as the cable management, Desky did include a cable management tray in the setup. Installing this was pretty easy, and what I love about this is that this actually flips down and flips back up. So you can flip it down to add additional cable, flick it back up, and it locks in place. For me, I do have a lot of wires, even though it might not look like it, but this was a lifesaver. The cable management wouldn't have been possible without this piece. Now, to supplement the cable management, I did go ahead and pick up the Viva on the desk vertebrae cable management kit. This has been amazing for me. This is adjustable, it does have an umbilical design, so it does flex and move back and forth, up and down, and it works well just keeping those cables organized that couldn't be tucked under the desk. So for me, I do have power running through this. I also have some network cables that's running through this, so this really helps with the cable management for this setup. Now Desky did also send over lockable casters for my desk. However, being that I'm installing it on carpet, I decided just for now just to put furniture movers under the legs. That way I can easily move it back and forth without possibly damaging my carpet. Maybe in the future I'll go ahead and install those as well. Now Desky also included the minimal on the desk drawer, which I do love. This has the walnut finish, so it matches perfectly with the existing desk. So I love this because this is a spot that I put all my audio equipment, as far as my headphones, wiring, my wireless headsets, everything's right there. And I love the fact that this drawer, it's actually under the desk, so it's not in the way, and it does lock in place. Inside the drawer, there is a tray that you can slide left and right. That's where my headphones are, but you can use it to store anything that you like. So overall, like I said, I love this. Fits well with all my equipment, which we'll be covering here in a little bit. Now let's move over to the Desky Vanguard gaming chair. This chair is an eye catcher. Premium materials, does have a nice carbon fiber finish, which just makes it really stand out. Now the chair provides all-day support, guys. I've been using this for the past couple weeks and I've been very happy with it so far. Now this is all mesh finish, guys, so it is breathable. You're not going to get hot in this chair, and it has a lot of adjustments that makes it worth it. So we start with the top. It does have a headrest that you can move up and down, but you can also tilt it back and forth to your comfort level. Moving down to the back of the chair, it does have lumbar support, and with that you do have some adjustments as well, so you can move it in and out, and you can also tilt it up and down for the ultimate back support. The 2 arms of adjustments in 4 different ways, so you can go in and out, you can go forward and back, and it does also tilt upward, so you can adjust it to an angle. If you're gaming or if your monitor is up high, whatever the case is, this can come in handy. Moving down to the controls, so you do have 3 basic controls. You do have a height adjustment, so move the chair up and down. You also have a slider for the seat, so with that you can slide the seat back and forth. And on the left you do have the reclining adjustment. Even further down underneath, Desky did a really good job. This included a carbon fiber finish, and at the bottom you do have the wheels that run smoothly across the glass floor that I added to my setup. Wheels are really smooth, but also arms on the wheels, they do have a nice shiny finish overall, I love this chair. I give it a 10 out of 10, and I'll continue to use it, and hopefully I'll give you some feedback in the next couple months. Now, at the heart of my setup is my custom built PC, which I fine-tuned over the past 5 years, and it's still a beast in my opinion that delivers top performance. So should remember the videos that I did way back 5 years ago to be exact, and I did different sections just building this PC, but let's go over some of the specs anyway. So the case is going to be a Cooler Master H500. This is a massive case built for airflow, and it does come with tempered glass. Now the GPU is a RTX 2070 Super, still going strong for 1440p gaming as well as video editing. Now the CPU on this is an AMD Ryzen 3900X. This has 12 cores, 24 threads, excellent for multitasking as well as power. As far as the cooling, I did go crazy on this, so I did go with the Cooler Master Hydro custom liquid cooling setup, but that only keeps the temperature low but also adds stunning visuals, which I did have a hard time maneuvering some of these tubes, so they might not be perfect, but I'm still in love with the PC. In addition, this does have custom addressable RGB fans sync with the Corsair iCUE for a clean and dynamic aesthetic. So even after 5 years, this PC powers my workflow like a champ, whether it's editing, gaming, or handling intensive workloads. So let's talk about screens. The centerpiece of my setup is a 49-inch ultra-wide curved monitor, and this is supported by extra display for flexibility. The main screen is a Scepter 49-inch curved dual quad HD monitor, and the resolution on that is 5120 by 1440. Now this is mounted on a Gladiator Joe heavy duty aluminum ultra-wide arm, and this sturdy mount keeps the 49-inch stable and fully adjustable while freeing up my desk space. Now the 5120 by 1440p resolution gives you crisp, ultra clear images with 178 viewing angle. Accompany that 5120 by 1440 is 120 Hz refresh rate, and it does support AMD FreeSync, smooth motion, and ultra responsive performance, making it great for gaming as well as video editing. Now it does come with a 1500R curvature, and this is a slight curvature. It improves immersion while reducing eye strain, making it ideal for long work sessions. Now under my 49-inch monitor is my KV dual monitor riser with integrated shelf. Now this is going to provide additional desktop space, and this is also paired with a ProSwift magnetic iPad stand that I use to mount my Aziz 1080p portable monitor. Now you can see it looks really good, guys. It looks like it's built for that. It is levitating, and it is connected to my computer via one USB-C cable to my video card. Now let's talk about mice, keyboard, as well as the palm rest that I'm using. Now for my keyboard, I went with the Arcade Royal Clutch M75 wireless mechanical keyboard. Now this does have a 75% layout, hot swappable switches, as well as an OLED display. Now of course the lighting on this is customizable, so you can do different patterns, you can do different speeds, different brightness, a lot built into it, and I love the overall design. I did go with the earth tone on this, so it does have some light brown as well as dark, but it looks really good in the space. Now paired with the keyboard is the Fluber wooden wrist rest. Now this is walnut, of course. This is matching everything on my desk, so I didn't want to stray away from my overall design, but this fits perfectly, really comfortable, and it does have rubber feet to keep it from sliding around. So overall, I do love the pairing. Looks really good, and it feels really good as well. Now a lot of people tend to gravitate towards the Logitech MX Master 3, and I have to say the hype is justifiable. Now this is probably the best mice that I've used. Ergonomically safe, fits real good in my hands, and I love the placement of the buttons as well as location. Now additionally, with this mouse you can go into the Logitech software, customize different things, hot buttons, so many possibilities. This is the mouse of choice for me, and it's been serving me good for the past couple years. For the Logitech, I do have the Delta Hub Harpio 2.0 wrist rest. Had to say that a couple times. Now this pairs perfectly with your mouse, slides effortlessly, and it does help with carpal tunnel support as well as fatigue reduction. So I do use it from time to time. I'm not using this 100% of the time, but when I do, I always find it real comfortable, and it slides really easily. Now all of this is sitting on the SIG extra large desk mat, black of course. This is going to protect the desk from scratches, from rubbing on certain things from me putting my drinks on top of it. So I love the large design. This is going to take up most of the working space and it looks really good in this space. Also under the riser, I do have the HiDock H1. Now this is a smart docking station, but it has so much more to offer. Now for one, this does have 8-in-1 connectivity. So this combines a lot of different options for plugging in USB drives as well as your HDMI connection. One of the standout features about this, it is an AI powered meeting assistant. Now this is equipped with GPT 4.0 AI, automatically records, transcribes, summarizes your meetings, ensuring that you never miss any details. So again, I did a full review on this and I'll go ahead and leave a link where you can go ahead and check it out. Now high quality visuals need high quality audio. So here's how I've optimized my sound setup. For my desktop speakers, I have Microlab Chairman B77BT bookshelf speakers. Now these are premium wooden finish speakers that delivers deep bass and clear treble, perfect for both music as well as video editing. Now I did review these a while back. I don't think they're still available, but I'll put some comparable speakers for you to check out if you're interested. Lifting these bookshelf speakers are my Kanto SE6 elevated desktop speaker stands. I did choose the path to go with a raised speaker stand because I do feel like it more in line with my face, so it is going to give you direct audio to where you need it and it's going to sound a little bit better, but it also looks really good in the space. As far as my microphone, I am recording on it right now. I do have the Rode PodMic cardioid dynamic microphone. Now this is a broadcast quality dynamic mic, ideal for voiceover as well as content creation. And so this is a very popular mic. I've had it for a couple years and it's been really great for me. Paired with this mic, my audio interface is a Focusrite Scarlett 18i8, and this is a professional grade audio interface that powers my Rode mic, ensuring crystal clear recordings. This is probably overkill for my setup. The Focusrite Scarlett 18i8 does have multiple inputs, so if you're doing a podcast or if you just wanted to do instruments, that plugin is available. But I've had it for a couple years and it's been really great to me. The Rode PodMic is being supported by the mounted adjustable boom. Now this keeps my mic perfectly positioned and easily adjustable when needed. So when I'm not using it, I just flip it out the way. Had it for a couple years. It's been really great as far as durability and the adjustment points, and I love this boom arm for this microphone. So let's get into some of the smart lighting and personal touches. So first, smart RGB lighting. I do have the Govee LED light bars. Now these are behind my monitors. Does have app control. With this, it does serve a purpose. It can do RGB, but for me, mostly I use it just for soft backlighting. That way it reduces eye strain. Now underneath my desk, I do have the Govee Glide Wall Lights RBIC. Now these again are fully customizable, app control as well, and these add depth as well as ambience to my setup. As far as my monitor light, I did go with the Basis monitor light bar. Now this is a sleek touch control light bar providing focused desk lighting without the glare. So with this, do have adjustability. I can change the temperature as well as the intensity, and the cool part about this is that it plugs into a USB port on my monitor and it's easy to route those cables. I do have two Divoom pixel displays, which functional, looks good in the space, and just adds a little flair in my opinion. So first up is the Divoom Pixel 64 by 64 pixel art display. Now this has 64 by 64 LED matrix that displays custom art, animations, notifications, YouTube stats, weather updates, and it adds a retro futuristic touch while being highly functional. So that's the piece to my left. Sometimes it's just fun to have cartoon animation, but for me, I'll put the NBA scores or NBA schedules up there. Sometimes I'll have my YouTube counter, but all of this is fully controllable from the Divoom app, and there's so many possibilities. Additionally, I did reach out to Divoom and let them know what I was doing, and they agreed to send over the Divoom TimeGate Pixel Art Informative Display. Now, again, this is a futuristic retro style clock that shows the time, weather, real-time social media matrix, and even breaking news. This display is programmable, allowing custom pixel animation and interactive notifications. So again, this is another piece that is controlled by the Divoom app. With this, I can put clocks, I can put my YouTube stats, I can put time, I can put different themes, different schemes, I can adjust light. This is a talking point. All LEDs are controllable. You have back LEDs, under LEDs, So many possibilities with this piece. Like I said, this is probably one of my favorite pieces, and right now I have it on top of my PC, but I may change the location just to have it more centralized. So big shout out to Divoom for sending a time gates piece for me to include in this setup. So as far as some of the personal touches, the main wall is painted light gray, and on the walls I do have some sound panels. Now the pattern that I went to just really went with what I was trying to do as far as the color scheme. I love the earth tone, so I have black, I have a tan, and then they alternate, but it just looks really good in the space, and it also helps with the acoustics. I also have some greenery. As you can see, I have two fake plants on top of the desk, really small, which I love how they fit, just to add a little extra something to the setup. Now additionally, I do have some larger plants on the outside, so these are actually 5 feet tall, and I think I raised them up a little bit, but these are fake banana leaves, but I do think it really fits good in those corners, just bringing the whole thing together. As far as just finishing off the room, make it look complete, and just add in something for my PC to sit on, I did go ahead and get 2 IKEA Alex drawers. Now I did get them in a darker color. I don't think it's all the way black, but it is dark enough to pass for black, but I really like how they fit in the space. So on the right side I do have the custom PC, on the left side I do have the Divoom 64x64 art, and then it gives me a lot of storage underneath. So you can see I do have a lot of different gear. I have camera gear, I have remotes, which I have a ton of remotes because I do have a ton of streaming devices. So I love the fact that I was able to buy inserts that fits these drawers perfectly, and that way I can keep better organized. And overall I do think the drawers do fit in the space. So that pretty much covers my desk setup for 2025. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see the rest of the room. I do have 3 sections to this office. I have an entertainment section, I have an unboxing section, but I wanted to start with a desk setup and get this to where I need it. Also, I will be leaving links to everything that I mentioned in the description of this video. Go ahead and check them out. If there's something that I mentioned that's no longer available, I will go ahead and leave something that's comparable where you can go ahead and check it out as well. So big shout out to Desky for sending the desk as well as some other accessories at a huge discounted price. Also shout out to Divoom for sending out the pixel art for me to go ahead and display in this video. For always, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.